the English teacher here at RHS, and I'd like to welcome you to the very first broadcast of CP Access, an informative video guide to help ensure a successful outcome on your culminating project. Here's how it works. For each major requirement you have for culminating project, you will see an 8 to 10 minute video lesson explaining how or what to do for that major requirement. After the video is over, your CP teacher will lead you into the activity for the day. CP Access is a critical part for your complete understanding of the culminating project, and you will receive consistent information about the culminating project throughout the year. You may watch this video on the RHS website if necessary, but all information regarding CP can be found on Edprops, the website that you will be using for this project, and of course, in your advisory class. To help me with this video, please let me welcome another English teacher here, Mrs. Gilday.
Thanks, Mrs. Mauck. Today our goal is to provide you with some general information about the culminating project and to get you started on your first assignment, which you're going to begin this week. First, let's start by defining the culminating project and its purpose. The culminating project was designed to help students hone the academic and life skills they've learned throughout their years in school. Students will be challenged to use the following skills: organization, time management, written and oral communication, research, and project management skills. These skills are critical in the workplace and in your future educational endeavors. A thorough research paper based on primary and secondary research, a formal portfolio, and a presentation are the requirements to completing your culminating project. These will be the deciding factor in whether you pass the project or not. This is a graduation requirement.
That is why it is so important that you understand and follow the guidelines on the documents that you receive in your advisory class today. You are currently in your CP advisory class. The role of your CP teacher is to guide you throughout this process, inform and remind you of major requirements and due dates, and work with you to enhance and perfect your project. However, be aware that your CP teacher is not there to do your project for you. You are responsible for completion of this entire project and meeting each major requirement by the submit and milestone dates.
Today, Mrs. Mauck and I are going to show you how to log on to Edprops, as well as give you a quick tour of the website. Pay close attention. You will be doing this on your own shortly.
First, the website address is www.lwsd.edprops.com. Your login is simply your first initial of your first name and your last name. At first, everybody has the same password. It's change me. However, when you enter the website, please go to your personal profile and change your password as soon as possible. Great, now we're logged on and ready to take the tour.
Spend some time familiarizing yourself with the different pages of the website. To find the list and actual documents of each requirement, go to My Projects. There you will find all the major requirements for this project that need to be completed. But the most important thing to do first is to become familiar with the resources. Here, you will find guidelines, rubrics, and other information to help you complete each of the requirements. Make sure you read all of these documents carefully. Any questions you might have about the culminating project can usually be answered here. So please become familiar with the website and the information.
And that brings us to your very first assignment, due next Wednesday in your CP advisory class. To prove that you have successfully logged on to Edprops, we need you to print two very important documents. The first document is called the project proposal. You can find the project proposal under the link My Projects. The second important document you need to print off is the project agreement form, which you can find under the resources link, and which will be due in a few weeks. These documents are not expected to be completed. You just need to bring them in to show that you have successfully logged on to Edprops.
Today, your advisor will hand out several documents for you to read and a list of potential topics and essential questions for you to start developing your own project. They will also discuss the difference between primary and secondary research, which will be the foundation of your essential question. Once you've taken some time to discuss these handouts, the opportunity for you to ask questions or log on to Edprops will be available.
Okay, here are your tasks for the day. Your first task is to read through all of the handouts that you have received today in advisory very carefully.
Your second task is to brainstorm project ideas, topics, and to begin drafting your essential question.
Your third task is to log on to Edprops, change your password, and print off the project proposal and project agreement forms.
Your fourth task is to ask questions if you have them.
That about wraps up this week's CP Access.
Good luck and thank you.